Hi there, this is Jeanette Comerford from Happy Thoughts and Ink Spots. Today I'm going to share my art journal album with you. It's more an art album, I would say. I don't really journal in it per se. I had shared last week a craft haul video, and I had shared this new Julie Nutting stamp that I had bought. And I had mentioned that I use these paper doll stamps in my album. And I had said if you guys wanted me to sort of share the album with you, just to give me a heads up, some comments. And I got a lot of comments saying that you would like me to share the album, so I'm going to. Now this is a work in progress. This is a Simple Stories album, and I'm probably going to be covering this portion with some pattern paper. As I said, it's a work in progress. I'm going to start sharing the pages with you, and okay, we'll get started. So I had also bought, I think these papers came with the album, and then I had bought supplemental ones as well. So this is my first page. Can you see with the glare? I think it's not too glary. So I chose to put my pages in page protectors, just so that if I lose any of these, they sort of stay in the sort of pocket of the page protector. And so this is, I think, the first one I ever did, and I will try to find all the names and link all the products at the end of this video and on my blog. So basically what I do is I stamp them out on paper several times, and then I glue them together. So it's sort of dimensional. The dress itself here was stamped on pattern paper several times. The pocket was stamped on other pattern paper, and then I have little details where I stamped it on some glitter paper and cut it out for the details. A lot of the way I do this is inspired by other crafters. Nicole McGorick, I think, is the first one I saw that was making journal pages with these Julie Nutting stamps. So I'm influenced a lot by that. So this is a beautiful pattern paper that I had in my stash. So that's what I'm doing, the pattern paper that I've sort of been hoarding because it's so pretty. That's what I pull out for these. So I have my paper doll. This is a stamp by My Favorite Things. So again, as I said, I don't really journal per se, but I do like to stamp inspirational sort of sayings or quotes along with the page, and then embellishment. This is a May Arts ribbon. So that's sort of how I do my pages. The second one here, again, inspired heavily by this beautiful pattern paper that was from My Mind's Eye. So I couldn't really use it on a card, but it was beautiful as a background for one of the paper dolls. And again, the same thing. The image is stamped out. The clothes are stamped on pattern paper, and everything is sort of cut out and layered together. I have this beautiful sort of swirl embellishment. And again, this was already on the pattern paper. Another one here. Again, the same thing, except this one, I'll pull it out. This one I went really heavy on sort of the foam mounting, so I don't know if you can see how it's really raised up from the actual background. So again, beautiful paper that I didn't know what to do with. I didn't want to sort of cut it up anymore, but again, a perfect backdrop for these paper dolls. Here's another one where I won't take it out, but it's the same type of idea, that these are all sort of mounted on foam, but then the skirts, each layer is sort of another layer on top of another, so it gives it a beautiful three-dimensional look. These flowers are from a Stampin' Up! Set that sort of matched perfectly my paper, and this Hello Spring was die cut using Carrie Bradford file, I guess, and using my silhouette. And again, I have my beautiful embellishments. This page here was heavily inspired by Nicole McGorrick. She has one very similar with this same paper doll. She has sort of this type of paper. I thought it was beautiful with the rays. So I really sort of took her page and tried to recreate it with the products that I had. So this is, I guess, the last one I'm going to share with you because that's all I have of the Julie Nutting dolls. I do have tons of the paper dolls I've been collecting, and I really want to start working on this. I find it really enjoyable. As I said, this was sort of something for me. It wasn't something I had to do as part of a design team. It's not a job. It's just something I like to create for myself. So I'm going to share with you the other things I have in here. This is a image from Sugar Nelly in Scotland, Funky Kids. So this was part of something I created for a design team project. And I love these digital stamps that you can sort of print large and then really play with the colors in the background. So I still have to do something with this, like put it on some pattern paper, but there's that one. And then I did these two, the mermaids. And again, there's something about printing out your digital stamp large and then working on like a 6x8 page, which this is. It's just, I don't know, I really, really enjoy it. So these are two mermaids. There's a couple more mermaids from their digital line. So yeah, these are going in here too. This was another image from Sugar Nelly, Funky Kids. And again, I will try to link everything below this, so if you like it, you can access it. So this was just a beautiful page that I colored, went in there. Then in this section here, I have things I made for the time I was on the Tiddly Inks design team. So again, it was part of my design team work, but with digital stamps, you have that sort of freedom to print them very large. And I sort of love creating beautiful backgrounds. This was all created with inks. Here's another one. This is also Tiddly Inks. So you can see there's quite a few components here, sort of layered on layered. There's vellum, there's craft. Another one where I was working with watercolors, so beautiful backdrop for this stamp, which reminded me so much of the Princess Bride. So that's why it's here. And again, I usually have some type of sentiment or phrase. These also are Tiddly Ink. These ones were made for Halloween. Again, you can see, you know, working with distress inks, with some glitter. These are Elizabeth Bell digital images. This image had first been released by my beloved Whiff of Joy, and now is again being released as a digital stamp. So I was on their design team. I was on the Whiff of Joy design team for many, many years. And then I was a guest for Elizabeth Bell, so it was fun to blow this image up because now it's a digital and make it a bit bigger and make a beautiful sort of page with it. Again, this is also Elizabeth Bell, and just tons of embellishments, you know, buttons and pearls and these beautiful butterflies. And this just makes me happy. This is just something I like to do, just create these pages. I don't know what it is, but I'm hoping that in sharing it with you guys, it's going to sort of inspire you to do the same thing. Here's another one that I did. Again, another stamp that used to be a rubber stamp and now has been released as a digital, so blown up, so much fun. And this one as well. And this is a very simple page, but just a little dot detail around the edges sort of finishes it off. So that's it. I have, you can see, more sections so that my book can grow. I hope you've enjoyed seeing my album. I hope it inspires you to maybe create one of your own. And as I said, I will try to find all the product links for you and leave them at the bottom of this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.